Dear Billy the Wise, in response to your statement, leave animals alone, I would like to share this article with you. Please focus your anger towards these nerds who keep with the planet the next time there is a pandemic from all their work. P.S. I love science, but come on. Gene editing turns fluffy hamsters into aggressive rage monsters. Okay, I'm in. This is like one of those creature double features. This sounds like one of the movies. Gene editing experimenting turns fluffy hamsters into aggressive mutant rage monsters. I mean, they're based. Those things exist to be like appetizers. Like hamsters are the sliders of the food chain. Can I get you started with something? A mouse, a hamster? A team of scientists in the U.S. have accidentally created overly aggressive mutant hamsters following a gene editing experiment. And they should destroy all of them, but they won't. Using the controversial CRISPR technology, researchers at Northwestern University, shout out to the Big Ten, were examining a hormone called vasopressin and its receptor AVPRO1A. They opted to try and remove the latter from a group of Syrian hamsters. Syrian hamsters. Oh, jeez. It always goes back to the Middle East, doesn't it? With the expectation it would increase bonding and cooperation between the lovable little critters. Why don't you leave them the fuck alone? That's because AVPR1A is understood to regulate things like teamwork and friendship, as well as dominance and bonding. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us a bunch of fucking lackeys. Their expectation proved to be wrong, very wrong. We were all really surprised at the results. We were anticipated that if we illuminated vasopressin activity, we would reduce both aggression and social communication. But the opposite happened. The academics found the adorable bundles of fluff turned into mutant rage monsters. All they have is videos. Dude, this looks like a UFC fight. You know, they're already taking it to the fucking ground. If you want to read this, it's on metro.co.uk. Of course it's over in the UK, and they're not going to fucking tell us what we're doing over here, right? Gene editing turns fluffy hamsters into aggressive rage monsters. Check that out. Insane. Anyway, something badass I own that I am unworthy of. Dear Billy, uterine lining. I don't even know what that means, but that is amazing. I'm sure it's insulting, and I accept it if it's going to be that funny. Billy uterine lining. I'm missing the if Billy uterine, it sounds like something. I never took a fucking health class, so I don't know anything about the vagina other than it fucking dominates my life. I have a badass, authentic, expensive cowboy hat that I don't deserve. I'm from Philly and Boston, but I'm an Irish Catholic alcoholic. Dude, I got a big place in my heart for you. I relate. Who is a black hole of irritability. I bought the hat for a Halloween costume and couldn't go cheap because, you know, life is a competition and everyone is out to get me. I even drove 90 minutes to an authentic Western supply store. The last time I went to Texas, everyone was so impossibly nice and well-mannered. My heart warmed until I grew depressed at how much liquid runs through my veins. In Texas, a teenager once went well out of his way to hold a door for me, and I froze. I was so confused. I assumed he wanted me to cast him in something, follow him on Instagram, or blow him. Oh, you in the business here? Cast him? Blowing people? I mean, that's how you make it in Hollywood. It'll be all in the book someday. He didn't want any of that. Just wanted to be thoughtful of a stranger like a fucking psychopath. Someday I'm going to go to a ranch for a month, ride horses, and fuck some goats, or maybe my cousins, or maybe the goat's cousin, in order to earn this boss cowboy hat. Yeah, dude, you got the fucking Irish anger big time. The fact you couldn't just say, I'm going to go to a ranch because it spoke to me and brought peace to my heart. Listen, just because you were born and lived in Boston and Philly doesn't mean there's, you know, all of us connect to nature. There's nothing wrong. You know, I go out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, and, you know, there's something great about it. It's the same thing like smoking a cigar by yourself or having a cup of coffee, without a loud group of people chatting. I had a nice cup of coffee by myself this morning, and there's a couple of lesbians next to me, but they were hot, so it didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying, kid? Sorry, I'm going back to Boston. They actually were really good looking. I'm not going to lie to you. And one of them was going like, James Dean, and the other one was the hottie. And I was just looking at him, in Hollywood mode, going like, if that was like a buddy comedy and they stole a car, like I'm in. I'm watching that movie. Home remedies, everybody. Hey, Billy Shivers. Oh, I missed that. Paul Verzi came up with that. Billy Shivers there. I grew up in the 70s and 80s like you. You weren't very well off and lived in an old farmhouse from the 1800s. Oh, we weren't. Anytime you got sick or hurt, it was two things. Vicks Vapor Rub. Oh, absolutely. And those goddamn cherry sucrettes that came in a tin. Yeah, that's what you did. You got the flu, Vicks all over your fucking body. Yeah, it was all your chest. Unless your uncle came over and he did a little too much thorough job there. And we didn't have air conditioning in this old house, so you just went to bed smelling like Peppermint Patty's asshole. Headache, Sucrettes. Stuffy nose, Vicks, and Sucrettes. Broken arm, cherry fucking Sucrettes. Yeah, that's the truth. Broken arm, they put it in a sling. Then you got a frozen shoulder and you had a crooked forearm for the rest of your life. Anyways, hiccups, they suck. A home remedy my grandmother would try was to take a straw, put it in your mouth sideways, and bite down on it, like you were getting ready for a Civil War amputation. Then you take little sips of whatever you want to drink while the straw is in your mouth. Probably to just keep your mind busy so you're not thinking about the hiccups, but it works. Maybe that's what it is. Saw you in Phoenix, love the podcast, and go stuff a dry umbrella up your ass and open it. Jesus Christ. Good luck with the forthcoming movie. How about that for a visual? All right. Oh, somebody's looking for advice. Hang on a second. I got to use the one and only time I get to, not the one and only time. Man, I got a lot of windows open here. Hey, I got a friend of mine. He likes to open windows. Closing windows. I wish I knew how to just make it all go away. I know there's a shortcut. Here we go. Okay, here we go. It's time for advice. Hey! Your host, Billy Burr. That's me. And I'm ripping off this melody from somebody else. All right, it's advice time, everybody. Advice for a British guy. Hey. I don't. Hey, Billy Backblast. I'm a 22-year-old guy living in the UK. I've never been to the States, and I've always wanted to move there. Well, why don't you just visit first? Let's see if you like it. He goes, I met a 26-year-old lady on Xbox. I know, Xbox. Hear me out. So I randomly joined a group of Americans playing Red Dead Redemption Part 2. Duzium. And she joined just after. We clicked pretty much instantly. We can laugh about pretty much anything, and we have tons in common. We both love working out, the same TV shows and movies, etc. From the first day, we started messaging each other through Xbox a lot. We messaged on there every day for a month and then started talking on Facebook. We've grown really close, and there's definitely interest from both sides. We talk every day, messages and phone calls. Oh, you're on the phone calls. I'm head over heels for this chick, and the distance is obviously an issue. I want to tell her exactly how I feel, but I'm worried because it's going to take at least a year or maybe two to be in a position to move. I know it's dumb, Bill, but help a British brother out. She's one of a kind, and no one I've ever met is even half the person she is. Well, why are you telling me this? You should tell it to her. I'm visiting her home state in November. There you go. And she's made comments about how I should come and walk her dog while she works and help around the apartment. How do I approach the situations? I'll tell you how you do it. You keep being cool. You keep talking to her. Don't fucking spill your guts about being in love with her or whatever you think it is until you meet her and you really see that this is true. Who knows? She might have a goofy walk and it might fuck with your emotions. And then all of a sudden you said you love her, then you got to fucking break up with her. You know? Take a long flight home. I would play, whatever you're doing, I would keep doing. He said, how do I approach this situation? I've already been holding it back for months and life is short. What the fuck do I do? P.S. I love F is for Family and all your shows. I hope to come to one of your shows sometime. Thanks and go fuck yourself. I don't know. Usually I'm one to just tell her what you're thinking, but, there's a little bit of distance here. I don't know. I whatever you're doing seems to be working. I would just keep doing that. And, throw some stuff out there. Just say, I really look forward to talking to you every day. And then she'll be, I really look forward to talking to you too. And you got to read that. Was she just being nice? Is we playing the repeat game? I think about you a lot. Oh, I think about you too. It's like, okay, can you come up with some original nice shit to say to me instead of are you just like being pleasant? I don't know. I got to be honest with you, man. I've been out of the game a long time. All right? I got ice on both knees here. You're talking to a really old guy here. So I would just say keep doing what you're doing. And I wouldn't, because there's distance there. It could get a little weird if you push it too hard. It seems like she wants to get to know you better. With, walking the dog and you're coming to see her. She obviously likes you. If she just liked you, she doesn't want you to go walk her dog. You know what I mean? So I think the signals are there. But because of the distance, I don't know. I think you just keep just be fucking cool. Make her laugh. Keep staying in touch. Tell her that you're excited to see her. I would let the big emotions happen face to face. You know what I mean? And, if you end up kissing her or whatever, then I think that's a time to go a little bigger and tell her what you're telling me. I think it's a little weird via text or via headset while playing Red Dead Redemption 2 going, I think I might be falling in love with you. Oh, watch out for that behind the door. I wouldn't be doing it while you're playing a video game. Other than that, I don't know how love works in 2022. All right? But I'm rooting for you. Okay? Both in the video game and in life. All right, that's it, everybody.